Today I'm coming at you with a very different video than usual. I am going to be cooking, but I'm going through what I eat in a day, vegan pregnancy edition. I've gotten a lot of questions and criticism about vegan pregnancy. Is it okay? Is the baby missing out on nutrients that it needs? And so I just want to focus on some foods that you really need to increase while pregnant, and that goes for every woman. That's not just vegans. So I'm ready to get started. I just want to start with what I do every day, pregnant or not, and that's I start my day with lemon water. This is a bottle that I bought one time, but what I usually do is juice a bunch of lemons and keep refilling. So yeah, just 1 tablespoon in this, give it a quick stir, and drink that before I eat anything. So I'm gonna start with a smoothie bowl. This is super easy, it just goes into the blender. Avocado, blueberry, and banana. All 3 of those things are pregnancy superfoods, so you can't go wrong by putting them in everything. 2 large frozen bananas, a half a cup of frozen blueberries, 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk, 2 tablespoons of roasted peanut butter, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of avocado, and 2 ice cubes, or as many as you need. Okay, so a smoothie is a smoothie. A smoothie bowl is a smoothie in a bowl with a few toppings. You see how easy that came together? We're just gonna put it in a bowl and top with granola because oats are another pregnancy superfood, and I've put walnuts in here, which are as well. This makes enough for 2 servings. It's kind of pretty, looks like ice cream. So I am gonna put extra peanut butter. I know we put that in the blender, but peanuts are a good source of folic acid, which is something we hear constantly as soon as you get pregnant. Are you getting enough folic acid? Well, yes, I am, because peanuts are a super source of this stuff, and peanut butter is delicious, so no excuses. Just 1 tablespoon in each, and it is good to measure because, as we know, it's super high in fat, so you don't want to overdo it. Some granola, a 1/3 cup in each. Looks good. Hemp seeds, coconut flakes, this is like whatever you want on top. You can put. I just have this in my pantry, so that sounded good. And there we have it. It's not the prettiest smoothie bowl you've ever seen. You go to Instagram for that, but I have a baby to make, so. Okay, so a couple hours after breakfast every day, I've been trying to drink a red raspberry leaf tea. My doula recommended it, and I've heard it numerous times actually. This is a really important part of your diet while you're pregnant. This is the brand that I have right now, but my doula recommended a loose leaf tea, but while I wait for that to come in, this is what I'm sipping on. So I just want to read to you a little bit about it. This is the most popular herb among midwives and herbalists, which those are strong words. From fertility to pregnancy to nursing to even menopause, this herb can help women at virtually every stage of life. It's known for its ability to tone the uterine muscles and balance menstrual cycles. It does a lot of benefits for all women, all times, and it tastes really good too. It's like vanilla and berries. It's like a fat-free parfait, so cheers. All right, it's lunchtime, we're back in the kitchen. I'm gonna be making a simple, yet delicious and very nutritious Italian-inspired salad. And then a quick dressing that just comes together with a few ingredients. 1 cup of Bulgar, this is cracked wheat. 2 cups of sliced cremini mushrooms. 1½ cups of cooked cannellini beans. 1 small red onion, a bunch of arugula. For the dressing, we'll need a 1/4 cup of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and half a teaspoon of sea salt. We'll add a little bit of pepper at the end. The first thing we're gonna do is steam the bulgur. So we put it in a pot. I've already boiled some water. Measure out 1 1/3 cup of hot water, boiling water. So we'll give it a quick stir. Put the top on, let it steam and do its thing for about 30 minutes. Come back to it and it'll be tender and chewy. So while the bulgur is steaming, we're just gonna prepare the dressing. We'll start with the olive oil, 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. You always wanna shake this because things get stuck at the bottom. Wine from California is the best. Red wine vinegar from California seems right. One tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. 2 cloves of garlic, finely minced. 1 teaspoon paprika. Half a teaspoon of dried oregano. 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and several pinches of ground pepper. So we'll just whisk this together. Throw the mushrooms in here to marinate. And also the cannellini beans. The recipe calls for a whole onion, but my personal preference is to use less. So I'm just gonna use a half because sometimes when a salad sits an onion in the fridge, like I'm not gonna eat this all today, it turns me off. But I think that's just the pregnancy talking. So it's really whatever you prefer as far as onion goes. But I'm just gonna use half. You wanna slice it very thinly. While the bulgur steams, we're just gonna let this marinate. Okay, our bulgur is done. Let's take a look at what it's supposed to look like. It's so easy to make. So many reasons to eat it. We're just gonna add it right to our bowl. And any water that hasn't been absorbed, you can add that too. Add about half of this to the bowl. In the recipe, I give exact measurements because people really like that, but I'm just going to use as much as I have because I love arugula. And greens go bad so fast, you don't want to waste anything. I'm actually gonna add more because I have more in the fridge, so I mean, it's a salad after all. And for such simple ingredients, it smells so good. Okay, that looks good for now. Now we're gonna put it in the fridge and let it chill, preferably overnight, but I'm not doing that today. I'll eat it tomorrow and it'll be chilled overnight. So in the fridge it goes. All right, I just finished lunch, but there's something that I have to prepare for dinner because it takes a long time to cook, and that's sorghum. This is like they call it the traditional grain of India. It's gluten-free, it's got tons of health benefits, but it takes 55 minutes to cook, at least 55 minutes. So I'm just gonna get that started now so I can come back and put dinner together fast. So now we're going to put 3 cups of either water or broth. I'm using 2 cups of water and 1 cup of broth because I have this handy individual size on hand right now. I'm gonna add the rinsed sorghum, cover and bring to a boil. Once it's boiling, we will turn it down and simmer for about 55 minutes. For the sweet potato, chickpea, and spinach coconut curry, 4 teaspoons of virgin coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, 1 medium onion, finely chopped, 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt, 3 cloves of minced garlic, 4 teaspoons of grated ginger, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, and 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. You need 1 large sweet potato. You can peel it if you want to. I obviously didn't. 1½ cups of cooked chickpeas, 14 ounces of diced tomatoes with their juices, 1 14-ounce can of light coconut milk, 5 ounces of baby spinach, black pepper, just to taste. So we're gonna melt the coconut oil over medium heat and we'll toast the cumin seeds in this. You'll know when it's hot enough because when you add in a seed, it'll sizzle. It's already looking like it's ready. So it looks like it's sizzling. So we'll add the cumin seeds. Oh yeah, looks good. We're only gonna do this for about a minute because we need to make sure not to burn it. You can already see it's getting darker in color and it smells very fragrant, so I'd actually say that's enough time. We'll immediately add in the onion. Ooh yeah. We'll cook this for 3 to 5 minutes with a pinch of salt. Okay, so we'll add the garlic. Stir to combine, cover the pot, and simmer over medium heat for 20 to 30 minutes until the potatoes are fork tender. So this is the part that's optional. You can mash about 1/3 of it if you want to. I like to do that just because it gives it a nice thickness. It depends, you know, if you want it chunky, if you want it pureed texture. But this is a really easy step, so do whatever you want. See, it's just a little bit more thick. Oh, it smells so good. Usually I would let this chill a little bit, but I'm in a hurry, so I'm just gonna throw these right in there. I love to undercook vegetables. This will wilt really fast. Just give it a good mix, and then I like to put the top back on so it can just steam the spinach. Okay, so this is the finished product, our beautiful curry I'm gonna place on top of the sorghum and garnish with cilantro and lime. And this is such a delicious meal, full of all the things that we need during pregnancy. I just wanna say one thing before I say goodbye. Next time you see me, I will no longer have my little angel in my belly. Maybe she'll be sitting here on the counter next to me, but we'll see. During pregnancy, sometimes people get into this idea that this is the time to go off your diet. This is the time you can eat whatever you want. And from my experience, I'd say that couldn't be further from the truth. I think this is the time that you are even more particular about what you eat because your little baby doesn't have a choice. Like, they're growing off of whatever you give them. So I've been extra cautious of those things. If you want to eat crap, you can eat that after the baby when you go to Pilates and burn it off. But now it's really important to be conscious about what we're doing to our bodies. And this is our first step into motherhood, so really do the best that you can. But I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really not what I usually do. I'm including a lot of information, so maybe you can learn something.